Okay, I'm going to go ahead and introduce week 16 to you, which is December the 1st through the 7th. We're looking at assessment and review. You're going to want to review pages 318 to 340. There's no objectives. You're not learning any new material. You're being tested on chapter 10. So students should be able to identify body parts and vocabulary needed to discuss physical ailments, as well as the vocabulary used to discuss eating habits. What types of food are good for you? What types are bad? You should be able to identify and form usted commands and know when to use them. You should be able to form the subjunctive used in sentences making indirect suggestions. You should be able to identify key phrases that signal the use of the subjunctive. This week's assignments address student learning outcomes 1 and 2, and all of this week is due on the 5th of December. So there are no instructor videos for this week. So just post any lingering questions or concerns you have about last week's videos in the class participation forum. So open it up, click on the thread, hit reply, and post any questions or concerns you have about material covered in the video or in the class thus far. We are also going to take a test on chapter 4, and one thing that's not on here that you are going to need to do is that final exam prep. So remember that you wrote it last week. It's going to be moved down here again. You're going to open it up and you're going to critique a fellow classmate's writing for their final exam. Okay. All right. So for test 4, you have 3 hours. I'm going to open it up so you can see what it looks like. You are going to label the body parts. So for number 1, it's the mouth, 2, the neck, or maybe, 3 is the stomach, 4 is the nose, 5 is the head, 6 is the ear, 7 is the back, 8 is the foot, 9 is the leg, and 10 is the knee. So just label the body part and use the L and La with the body part you're labeling. Down here, you're going to complete Oscar's narration of the last time he felt ill. Fill in the blanks in each sentence with a logical word from the word bank. So you just take the words from the word bank and put them in the blanks within the paragraph. Then here you're going to practice mandatos formales. Complete the following sentences with the correct formal command of the verb in parentheses. So be careful that you're going back and forth between ustedes and usted. So sometimes it's a singular command, sometimes it's a plural command. Here is una semana difícil. It seems everyone is having a difficult week. Complete each of the following sentences with the correct form of the logical verb. So you take the verb so you're going to take the verb that's in you're going to choose one of the verbs that's in parentheses to best complete the sentence. And remember, we've been working with the subjunctive. So most of the time you're going to be using the subjunctive in the blanks. Here, la residencia estudiantil. You and a friend are about to move into the student residence on campus. A third friend has sent you some rules to keep in mind while living in student housing. Complete each of them with the correct ustedes command. So remember, you're using ustedes, the plural. So you're going to decide which of these verbs would make the most sense in the blank and then put it in the ustedes command form. El consultorio de la nutricionista. You have decided to consult with a nutritionist in order to improve your diet. The following are her recommendations. Complete each sentence with a logical vocabulary word from the word bank. So read the sentence and pick a word from the word bank to complete it. Usamos el subjuntivo. Some of the following sentences require the use of the subjunctive while others do not. Complete each of them with the correct form of the verb in parentheses. So you've gone over which phrases. Remember, doubt and uncertainty signal the subjunctive, and certainty is still the indicative, the way that we conjugated verbs back when you first started conjugating. So you've got to decide, is there doubt in these sentences? If so, then you take the verb in parentheses and put it in the subjunctive form. If there's no doubt, then you leave it, you conjugate it into the present tense. En la salud, complete each of the following sentences with the logical word from the word bank. So again, it's vocabulary, so just read through the sentences and pick the word from the word bank. Que hago? Marianela is living alone for the first time and needs some advice. Listen to each situation carefully, then choose the most logical command. So you'll click here. And you'll listen to this dialogue, and then you'll decide between these various. You'll give her advice based on what you hear in the dialogues. And then here, los sentimientos. Complete the following sentences expressing emotions or feelings by choosing the appropriate verb. So you have the same verb conjugated in multiple tenses. You decide which tense would best complete the sentence. You're doing the same thing here. This is doubt and denial. So you read through and decide which conjugation of the verb would best complete the sentence. And then a categoría pertenece. This is when you've got various foods and you're deciding whether it's a bebida alcohólica, a proteína, a grasa, comida chatarra, and you just put the letter in the blank. Que asocias con. You want to match the body part with the item. So you've got various body parts. Which of these items would you use on these various body parts? Just write the letter in the blank provided. Como se define. So here are definitions. Decide which of these words are being defined down here and write the letters in the blank. And that's everything that you have to do for this test and for week 16.